Beautiful St Lucia, the venue for this Super 8 clash between South Africa and England. It is the first day game at this venue, the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, in this tournament. The weather is set fair. There's a cool-ish breeze blowing across the ground. It is still warm out there. And England, who put in some performance against the host West Indies a couple of nights ago, against undefeated South Africa. It should be one heck of a clash, it really should. Two sides who know each other well. Joss Buttler won the toss again, and again he said we will have a chase. Bowl first, 10:30 start. Was a mention of moisture, but there's not a lot of moisture in that pitch now. I've got an opening batter and an opening bowler next to me, Michael Atherton and Dale Steyn. Dale, what did you make of that South African change, the one change?
Yeah, just the one change. Othniel Baartman in for Shamsi. It's a good change. Othniel Baartman being one of the standout bowlers for South Africa this World Cup. He's come back in on a flatter, better batting surface. South Africa's batters scored some runs the other day. Quinton de Kock was in with the runs. Aiden Markram got going. Klaasen and Stubbs also. And the bowlers have been good. Keshav, Rabada bowled well the other night, as well as Nortje. So South Africa look good for this contest today.
Mike Atherton, England unchanged, unsurprisingly, with the way they played.
Absolutely no surprise, given that thumping win against West Indies here the other evening. So an unchanged team, and a team that is playing with a little more confidence now after a frustrating start with rain-affected games. They're coming to form at the right time.
Topley with the first ball. Started a fraction straight against the West Indies. There was that swing down the leg side. He was wide a couple of times. Let's see if he can get his line spot on. Can he get it past mid-on? He does. There was no dive at all from Jofra Archer.
Yeah, Quinton de Kock deciding now is the time. He's been out there for about 4 or 5 deliveries. He's just on to read the play. South Africa can't let these overs slip by. O'Neilla's been on the money so far, maybe just over pitching a little bit on this occasion. De Kock finding it on the bounce and being able to get it down the ground for a boundary.
Up and over, long off is there, over his head, just over his head. That is really good from Quinton de Kock. They need some boundaries. They've got it in the last 2 deliveries of Moeen Ali's over, 14 for none.
That's beautifully timed, this by Quinton de Kock. He knows that he's got the strength once he gets that near the middle of the bat, which he does. He holds his shape and just times it away.
That's that shot I was talking about. Fine leg was in play for a while. That's the shot that he loves playing against Archer. It's just a pick-up on the arc of the bat.
Yeah, that's exactly where Quinton de Kock wants it. And Athers was alluding to it. Archer does bowl nice and straight. His action is pretty much up and down, which means that his lines are always going to be straight. It allows Quinton to just get across to off stump and allows that bat of his to pick up and flow to the leg side. England recognizing that with 3rd man up and 2 men back on the leg side, deep square and fine leg, but that doesn't bother Quinton de Kock. That's South Africa's second 6 of the innings.
Down the pitch, hit downwind and belted. That's going to be their 3rd 6, and all off the bat of Quinton de Kock.
Fantastic shot this, over wide long on or deep mid-wicket. The point that we're making about Archer is we often speak about him being a very good bowler to left-handers in test match cricket or first-class cricket, but what makes him so good, the fact that he can pitch the ball on the tram line, stump to stump, actually plays into the hands of Quinton de Kock in this format, given de Kock's strength over the leg side.
Where does Archer go here? He's bowled his stock length and it's been flicked for 6. He's gone fuller and it's been belted for 6. Down the pitch again, uppercut now. And that's 1 bound 4. Problems for Archer in his matchup against Quinton de Kock.
Fantastic batting by Quinton de Kock. Reading the play, I thought Jofra might go to a change of pace, a slower ball, but opting for pace on banging it in, nonchalantly just picking it up over the short third man who's inside the ring. South Africa have gone to their highest opening stand for this World Cup. Quinton de Kock is putting on a little bit of a show so far this over.
It's a slight cutter. We'll take the single.
That was the question for Jos Buttler, really, knowing that the matchup here is in de Kock's favour, and the fact that he may want some overs from Archer later on at Classen. He could have bowled Mark Wood at this stage, who from over the wicket will bowl slightly wider outside Quinton de Kock's off stump. Slightly different trajectory to Jofra Archer. Brilliant batting though from de Kock.
Bowled beautifully, flat and away for another boundary. This is an expensive start from Archer. That over went for 21, 41 for none.
He's kept that out of the crease very quickly, Quinton de Kock. A drag down, wasn't quite short enough from Curran, and quickly onto it.
Well, yet again, de Kock was targeting his favourite area of the ground. Leg side, behind square. In fact, in front of square on this occasion. Sets up for that, so anything straight. Really strong position, even with pace off against Curran.
Back-to-back half centuries for Quinton de Kock. He's come into the game looking confident after a very good player of the match performance in the previous game, and now equals the fastest half century in this World Cup.
Outstanding from Quinny de Kock.
Leg side and straight to the fielder. Just wonder, was the pressure created on Quinton de Kock because the runs weren't flowing at the other end?
Standing in the middle, I'm not too sure if he's 100% convinced that the catch has been taken clearly. Maybe that's what he wants to have checked. But he was pretty disappointed after he made contact. He knew that he hadn't hit it hard enough and that it was going to find wood on the boundary. He's just asking if it is taken clearly or no issues whatsoever. I don't think it's been sent upstairs as yet. Maybe it has, yes.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for a fair catch. I've checked the feet, it's a fair delivery. Take me to your best angle of the catch. Here's the finger under the ball. Do you have anything else? Another angle, maybe front on? That looks like it's on the ground now. Can you zoom that for me, please? All right, standing by for zoom, boys. We need to zoom it up. It's pretty tight. The fingers are down. The ball appeared to be on the ground. Yeah, I got the ball on the ground. Fingers are down. I have a decision for the big screen.
Well, it was worth a look in the end. Eventually judged that the fingers were not underneath it and that it had touched the ground.
We were just joking in the commentary box saying there's quite a call from Quinton de Kock to see a ball being taken on the boundary and say, well, no, I don't think he's got his fingers underneath it. But obviously he's a bit of an eagle eye, Quinton de Kock, because he spotted something. And I think on the replay, for me, it looks like it's just burst through the fingers and made a bit of contact with the ground. So I think the right decision made, and that's a massive moment for South Africa. De Kock 58 of 30, he's going like a train. And the fact that he gets to stay there is important.
Let's have another look. Mark Wood believes that this is out. He thinks his fingers have got under the ball. Just there. Does it touch the ground? Quite a big moment in the game, you'd have to say. Quinton de Kock is absolutely flying here. He'll take his wicket, especially while the likes of Rashid and Ali are on. They have an ability to take wickets in clusters. One more look. Are his fingers under the ball, or does the ball make contact with the ground? Clearly not happy, neither is Butler.
It's just such an effective use of the feet from Quinton de Kock. His confidence on display.
Absolutely outstanding batting. Choosing to advance down the wicket. Moeen Ali has two options. Does he bowl into his leg side or take it slow and wide? Oh, slow and wide, but de Kock adapts beautifully. Just lofts it over cover.
Using the feet, hasn't got near it. And Harry Brook completes the catch. It's just you can only describe really as a bit of a miserable time out in the middle for Hendricks, never finding his rhythm or timing.
Well, something had to give. Moeen Ali recognising the situation. Hendricks trying to take a leaf out of de Kock's book. Ali taking it slow and wide. Bottom hand coming off the bat. Making no contact, and Harry Brook makes a simple catch. And it gets England their first. Reza Hendricks, 19 of 25 deliveries. South Africa 86 for 1.
Oh, it's a slower change. Ends up to be a full P, but just a single. Well, we've had Archer v Quinton de Kock a little earlier today in the 4th over. It started well enough for England and Archer. That was flipped for 6. That was smack leg side for 6, then a carve for 4. A single and another 4. So it was an expensive start from Jofra Archer. There was a school of thought perhaps that Moeen Ali, despite being hit for 6-4 of his last 2 balls of his first over, could have gone again. Butler saw it differently. Edge, what a catch, brilliant. Fantastic from England's wicketkeeper, batsman and captain.
And the change of pace. That's exactly what he needed to do, especially to Quinton de Kock. There's a marked difference in his strike rate with pace on and pace off. You watch the way Archer rolls his fingers down the side of the ball. In that over we just showed, he bowled a quicker short ball that Quinton de Kock just uppercut over third for 4. This one he didn't have the pace on. There's the roll of the fingers. He didn't have enough pace to get it either over Butler or third. Brilliant from Butler. And smart bowling from Archer. Excellent innings, Quinton de Kock. He goes for 65. It's 92 for 2.
Ball wide on the leg side. Could be close. It's out. Fantastic by Butler. He is a wonderful athlete. Heinrich Klaassen, late call from David Miller on the wide down the leg side. Blinded as he was running to the non-striker's end. Probably not expecting the ball to come there, but fantastic by Butler. Direct hits, always going to find you in trouble.
2 brilliant bits of work from Jos Butler. The catch to get Quinton de Kock, diving to his left, and then here, turn, aim, direct hit, brilliant. If there's 2 players in this lineup you want out, it is Quinton de Kock and it's Heinrich Klaassen.
Plays the reverse sweep beautifully. Placed it well, timed it well, 4.
And this is why they were saving Adil Rashid, simply because they wanted to hide him from Klassen and Miller. Miller plays the reverse sweep really well. But to just get it past Jofra Archer, he did that comfortably.
Hardly played cricket from February onwards until England took on Pakistan, and what was supposed to be 4 games ended up being 2. But straight away when he came back into the action, his accuracy and variations were there. Great control of his line and length. Bit of flight. Oh, he bowled him, dragged it on. Markram looking to smoke it, I think, through the offside. It was a lot slower, a lot loopier from Adil Rashid, and South Africa's captain has dragged it on.
Butler's having a good day. He's gone back to Rashid. The new batter was in, Markram, and Rashid just tossing it up. Bit of drift, slower one, and he was through the shot far too early, the South African captain. He's having a fabulous tournament, Adil Rashid. Wickets continued to tumble. Some fight back this from England. Markram goes for 1, South Africa 113 for 4.
Not probably where he was looking to bowl. He's just giving away runs leg side.
Yeah, well played by David Miller. 21 miles an hour this. Just sits up in the wicket. Either short or on a good length. Batter of Miller's quality. Put that away all day.
That's exactly what South Africa are looking for, just to get maybe a little bit of something into this innings. It needs some sort of start, some sort of kick-start.
Yeah, after just missing his length. It's an attempted Yorker. Just misses it ever so slightly, and for the quality of Miller, hitting with the wind.
Giving himself enough room to swing the arms and free himself up after England have been suffocating the South African batters.
Just missed his length by a fraction here, Sam Curran. He's looking for the Yorker to Miller, doesn't quite find that Yorker length, and that just allows Miller to get under the ball. Doesn't miss it by much, maybe a yard or so, but it's just enough, and that is sweetly struck. England brought back Sam Curran in place of Will Jacks. Do you think they've stumbled on their best combination now, Owen?
Yeah, I think they have. Really, on paper, Will Jacks adds a huge amount at the top of the order, but the debate was Bairstow at 4, the top 4 with Butler and Salt opening the batting. All top heavy. What Curran brings is a lot of flexibility, a left-handed option with the bat in the middle as well.
Taking their time to set the field to Stubbs at the moment. too hasn't found his timing.
Oh, clever again from Curran. Pace off. It's continued to work. The delivery's over 140 kilometers per hour today. A lot of the boundaries being hit. Striking at a 225. I'm sure the South African bowlers will be looking at that as to how they're going to defend the score that they post. Pace off seems to be the way forward, as Sam Curran has proved. The only boundary in this over was pace on.
There's runs in the over, but still not easy to come by. It's 14 from 155 4. Going straight down the ground. Brilliant. Brook, absolutely sensational. He has been good for England on those straight boundaries through the tournament.
Terrific catch this. It was quite firmly hit. It went quite flat and hard towards Harry Brook down there at long off. He's got to make ground to his left first of all, so he's sprinting hard. And then the dive came and it's a low catch. Excellent from Harry Brook. And a good time to get rid of the dangerous David Miller in the final over of the innings. With 5 balls left, he can create a lot of destruction. So Archer strikes, Miller goes, and Brook clings on. 155 for 5.
Going over the top, it's high, and another brilliant effort this time around. Sam Curran running back, looking up. That's never easy.
England's out cricket has been excellent today. Think of the catches that we've seen from Butler and Brook, the run out from Butler, the brilliant run out of Heinrich Klaassen, and now in the final over, Sam Curran just adding another to the list. Tracking backwards with the ball over his shoulder, never easy. Excellent catch. England can be well pleased with their out cricket today. Power-packed finish that South Africa needed is not coming. They're now 155 for 6.
Maharaj flicking it away. It was in the air. There would have been a little concern about that. Has Wood done enough to keep that in? The two batters are mid-pitch. They just about shook hands and had a conversation mid-pitch.
A brilliant effort from Mark Wood. And a third on the boundary. It's good contact here, but oh! I think we'll have a look at that again. Contact with the ball while his body is in contact with the boundary. Will be given 4. Just a stop and play here. Its planning and execution today has been excellent. 3 important deliveries. And making the run all the way to Archer. But have a look at this piece of work. One of the most difficult catches you can take is running back over your shoulder. Sam Curran makes good ground with a still head.
Stubbs eventually does get the strike back.
Yeah, coming to the ball at the right time, England. To go back to right at the start of the group stage games, there were a few misfields against Scotland. They weren't at their best in the field against Australia. Probably put in their best performance in the field today.
Getting it right is Archer, getting it very full, hard to get underneath it. Bishop Maharaj was always coming back for the second. Stubbs took a little while to turn and run. Seven runs off this over, a couple of wickets as well. Took out David Miller, who could have easily added quite crucial runs to the South African innings. It'll be Stubbs to face the last ball. Brilliant from England. Wonderful effort. It was such a good start from South Africa's point of view, in particular from Quinton de Kock. But it's England that fought back. After that power play, they pulled it back. And they've restricted South Africa to 163 for 6 on a good surface.
ICC Men's T20 World Cup on Sky Sports. ICC Men's T20 World Cup on Sky Sports, sponsored by Remitly.
So England need 164 and the run rate 8.2 to make it 2 from 2 in Group 2. Is that a catch off the pad or off the bat? It's spectacular from Kahisa Rabada, but I think it's just thudded into Phil Sort's thigh pad.
Well, we've seen Marco Jansen pick up England batters in that position. From memory, it was Joe Root, wasn't it, in that match in Mumbai, that 50-over World Cup game, when he picked up Root at a kind of leg slip position, really. And you are in that position, you're in the game to Jansen, because obviously there's a beautiful breeze that should help him hoot that ball back into the right-hander.
That one goes across, and look at the carry. That is carry through head high to Quinton de Kock.
Lots of bounce, lots of carry through, some good intent here from Marco Jansen, charging in, already up to 143 kilometers per hour. That thigh pad must be pretty effective. That one flew to the fine leg.
They make them out of metal these days, Polly. We've been out of the game a long time.
You don't want to make it sound like a bat, though.
Oh, that sounded all right. That was banged in a little shorter, and Salt has pulverised that over mid-wicket.
Well, he looked in fantastic touch, didn't he, 2 nights ago against West Indies. He must have come to the ground today feeling confident. It's a different pitch, but same ground, and this is a tremendous way to start. Slightly short, he picked it up so quickly, and right out of the middle of the bat.
Oh, what a catch. Drilled at extra cover. Spectacular stuff. South Africa have their first.
Yeah, brilliant from Reza Hendricks. He is dynamic in the field, so athletic, so quick, and so versatile. Can throw that body into any direction, and he takes an absolute blind. An important wicket for the South Africans. Salt had struck a few good ones up the middle of the bat, and they needed a breakthrough. The South Africans, length delivery just cuts across it, opens the face, and a fantastic catch by Hendricks. Salt goes for 11 off the 8 deliveries. Rabada's ecstatic because they've got their first. 15 for 1.
It was fired in as a Yorker. It ended up being a full toss and a thick inside edge, which Bairstow somehow has managed to get it to fine leg for 4. Up and over, point down towards third man. Good. No, we were praising the fielding, and it's been put down.
Yeah, Rabada stands in the middle of the pitch with his hands on his head. He knows that could have been a big moment for South Africa. There's a stiff breeze, so it ended up carrying comfortably down to Andre Klaasen, and he'll be very disappointed. He actually looked like he had it, but you can see it go straight down on the angle we situated in the comm box. We couldn't see it go into that position, but at this level, Klaasen would be expecting to take those.
Yeah, Natalie, I think the unknown as well about the morning start or afternoon game was the reason both captains would have chosen to field. Jos Buttler winning the toss, just giving you that much more information.
In the air, And South Africa know they have to be good in the field, and Nokia is good here.
Well, Natalie, you mentioned how good he's been at this phase. Why is he good in this phase? Because he's a smart cricketer, Keshav Maharaj. He just threw that up a little bit slower and a little bit wider. Maybe feeling that Bairstow was going to target downwind with the slog sweep, but he just went slower, wider, which meant that Bairstow tried to go offside. And that is an excellent catch from Nokia. Bairstow having been put down earlier. No mistake this time from South Africa. Bairstow has to go for 16, 43 for 2 England.
That's sort of your reference point, sort of 5 to 10. Ness, what was your reference point?
5 to 10 hours, probably. Does the modern player, Morgs, worry or fret about not having time in the middle? Someone like Liam Livingstone hasn't had that much. Sam Curran has been brought in the side, hasn't had hardly any.
Out to leg side. Maybe an opportunity is what he was looking for, to break the shackles a little bit. Instead, Butler goes. Crucial moment in the game.
Yeah, big wicket. And it's Maharaj again. Butler feeling I'm hitting downwind, I'm hitting towards the boundary that favours the breeze. But he got it high up on the bat. And Klassen, who's put a catch down low, this time takes the catch high. And that is a huge wicket. The England captain, even he struggled. 17 from 20, 54 for 3.
Pulled away leg side, field up, gone. England now 4 down and in a bit of a hole.
Yeah, Neil Botman reintroduced, change of angle, going around the wicket to Bowen Ali. He's very good at targeting the stumps and holding a quality length. It's a length that Bowen Ali's gone after. And you get the feeling that this ball is just holding up in the surface, not coming on at the pace that the batter wants, and therefore he can't get the speed off the bat he's requiring into the breeze. Comfortable catch in the end for Maharaj, had to run in quite some distance. And with the pressure building, South Africa pick up another one. 61 for 4. Bowen Ali goes for 9.
Whipped away leg side, into the breeze. Powerful man, not out the middle of the bat, but 4. England much needed a boundary, they've got one. This time he does get it past the backward point and does get it away for 4, and England really needed that.
That's what he's been looking to do, Marco Jansen. Give himself room, target the offside. Jansen's been following him, but can't follow him enough on that occasion. Brook gets it away behind square.
Smashed away leg side with the breeze, strong man, 6. Great start to the over from Liam Livingstone and England.
And it's a ball of 143 kilometres an hour from Howzat Rabada. So I imagine for the rest of this over he's going to try and vary his pace much more. Livingstone enjoying a quick ball there from Rabada and hitting with the breeze.
Flashed away by Harry Brook. Fast hands and pace on the ball.
Yeah, a little bit of width here, and as you say, it's a 137 kilometre an hour delivery. Quinton de Kock is not happy. He's charged over to Maharaj and said, hey, go and speak to KG, give him the message. And now Keshav is making his way over to Markham, giving the instruction. And this is an important over for England. They've already got to 13 or 4 deliveries. They needed one of these almost to get their chase started. This could be, depending on how it finishes, a vital over.
Yeah, it's a big couple of balls for England and Howzat Rabada, but England are going to need a few more big-ish overs as well. Scoops. Well, this is very good from Harry Brook.
Well, it's the over England needed. We were talking earlier, who to target. They needed a big over. It's not often that you say Rabada is the one in the South African lineup who's going to be targeted, but it looks as though England have said to themselves, it's now or never. 17 from this over with 1 ball remaining.
Yeah, it may not be because it's Rabada, it's just the time. Gotta go now. Into the pitch a bit slower, and Brook can only help it round to deep square leg, but a good over for England. 18 from it, 105 for 4.
Up and over. He's charged Nortje, he's belted him straight back over his head. This is excellent from Harry Brook.
Wonderful batting by Harry Brook and getting a boundary off the first ball. Just easing the over for England. Nortje going back of a length, good charge at a man that's bowling 145 kilometers an hour. Harry Brook does it with ease.
Such a difficult shot on a wicket like this. I think South Africa will mind and create an opportunity here.
Sounded good off the bat. It is good off the bat. 4 more.
Just got to sit back and admire this shot. This is a wonderful shot. The charge, the first ball, this ball almost standing still, hitting it on the rise, finding the gap. Nothing Markram could do it. Mid-off, power from Harry Brook.
18 from that Rabada over, and then Nortje has gone 4-4. That's 26 off the last 8 deliveries. Markram's got to get his thinking cap on. He's got to be on the same page as Nortje. This time Nortje follows him. Livingston wants 2, not going to get back. Slapped hard to the man out there. That might have gone all the way. They're going to have a look. Stubbs diving to his left. It was flat, and it may have hit the cushion on the full.
Just in front, just bounces in front. Excellent from Livingston. Good awareness, very aware of what Bartman's trying to do.
Full toss again, slapped. And again, 1 bounce for pressure on Bartman.
Yeah, easy batting this for Liam Livingston. He gets to stand still. It's almost telegraphed what Bartman is going to do, and if you miss where you want to land the ball, it's almost an easy shot. This being a full toss, it just allows Livingston to kind of stand still, maybe move across his crease a little bit, but he's taken out one complete end of this field, the leg side, and just trying to target the offside. If you bowl full tosses, it's going to make it very easy for the batters.
Yeah, he's missed his length twice, that one by a large margin. And again, missed his length. And over again, 6 more. He's not got it right, Bartman. 3 full tosses, 3 boundaries.
Well, Liam Livingston really putting Bartman under pressure here. He's gone pace on first 3 deliveries. He's tried to hit a Yorker length, but missed on all 3 occasions. Plan is surprising. Talked about how slow the pitch has been all day. Using the middle of the pitch with pace off deliveries has been more effective than pace on deliveries. This is hit flat and hard with the wind.
A long discussion between 2 or 3 South Africans, including the captain, just taking a bit of time out, giving Bartman some thoughts. Can he nail it? No is the answer. Another full toss. That's 4 in the over. This time it just goes for 2.
Yeah, as a bowler, you want to have 2 options at the death here, just so you keep the batter guessing. But if you keep running in with one plan and you miss, it means the batter can line you up. Missing full, great power this by Livingston. The next one, an easy full toss. It's almost a free swing of the arms. Straight on the stumps, full toss, leg side 6. Can Botman come back?
This time he does bowl it into the surface. This has been a nervy over. It's the one thing you can nail your skills before the game. With the bowling coach, it's in the middle, in the heat of battle with pressure on. England 71% for the first time they've gone ahead. At this stage, South Africa were 133 for 4. Another full toss, mid-on's up. That is a poor over. That is an over that's brought England ahead in the game. 21 from it, 139 for 4. Toss again. It is an odd one because a pitch that batters have struggled when you bowl length and back of the length and cutters and slower balls. Sides have gone to Yorker. Dale Steyn, have they done the right thing to go to Yorkers? Not the execution, but have they done the right thing?
No, I don't think so, Nas. I think, and this was the question before the game, bowling on a better surface. South Africa in New York and St. Vincent were able to just kind of hit a length and not really worry about bowling Yorkers or their skills. That's another full toss. This could be out. Justin Stubbs takes a good catch. It could be too late for South Africa right now, but that sees the end of Harry Brook. A little bit of a celebration happening out there. But you feel England have almost done enough now, but South Africa have got a wicket.
Yeah, the Rabada celebration, we've seen that before. He did it in Port Elizabeth in the face of Joe Root. He's done the same celebration right in the face of Liam Livingstone. He was pumped up there, Kahiso Rabada. Another full toss. This time you can see those flags in the distance hitting into the breeze. And Rabada was pumped. They needed that. Livingstone's gone, 33 from 17, 139 for 5. Another slower ball. Again, Curran thinks about 2, he's hit it too well.
Yeah, just yet again, excellent. Plenty of action on it. There's holes in the surface. New batter to the crease. That is going to be difficult to hit.
Brook will keep the strike. England want that. Ventful over. 143 for 5. And they're going to try and come back for 2. They do. Harry Brook gets to 50. His first in World Cup cricket. His third in international T20 cricket. What a player he is.
Yeah, classy stuff from Harry Brook. 47 of 20 deliveries against Namibia. 51 from 34 today. 51 from 34 today.
It's been a good over from Anson so far. Contrast to what Bartman did the previous over from this side, where he went full every single ball. But this is Harry Brook.
Excellent batting. Real talent, fast hands, offside, leg side. Was gifted some towards the end with that inexplicable change of plan from South Africa to try and go Yorkers. Up on the offside, it won't carry because it's into the breeze.
Yeah, good bowling. Really good bowling so far this over. Just 5 runs coming from it. Harry Brook will feel this is the over that needs to go. He'll be hitting with the wind so far. Only one delivery left. It'll be Sam Curran hitting to the shorter side, but it'll be against Bartman, who has been put under immense pressure the latter stages of this game.
Big delivery. And it's an excellent one, it's an excellent over. They'll try and get back for 2 to have Brook on strike, and they will. Just excellent over from Janssen. Just 7 from it, 150 for 5. Chipped, mid-off, will he get there? I think he has, you know. Running backwards, diving over his shoulder, one of the hardest catches you'll take, and it is the skipper. Brilliant change to Nortje, brilliant catch from the captain.
I think this was a change of pace by Anrich Nortje and a wonderful catch by Aiden Markram, running over his shoulder, his right shoulder. Could have been pace on, actually, I can't tell from that angle, but this is a wonderful catch. Crunch catch overhead. Fantastic hands by Captain Aiden Markram. You needed to take that catch, South Africa. Had he missed it, it could have rolled for 4, potentially even 2. With a new batter in strike right now, Harry Brook, he's gone for 53. Wonderful innings. England 150 for 6.
Rag leg side. What does Sam Curran do here? Does he stay on strike and just try and target that leg side boundary, Owen?
No, I think he's got to trust Jofra Archer. Let's have a look at this catch again. We've been treated to some magnificent fielding today. This, by far and away, the best of the catches. Sam Curran took a brilliant catch over his head earlier. What a crunch moment in the game.
NFL style catch, they're always the most difficult. Getting his touchdown, basically taking the catch, and with a lot of wind blowing around, it made that catch even more fantastic by Captain Aiden Markram.
Brooks' work's done. All eyes on Sam Curran now. Can he get 13 off 4? 12 will take it to a super over. Hitting with the wind, remember, leg side. Deep mid-wicket, deep square. Picked up 4. Excellent from Curran.
And much needed. This will settle his nerves, if he had any. Also puts Nortje under a little bit of pressure. Got the sense that the field was set either for a wide Yorker or a straight one. He went straight, 2 straight on this occasion. Curran just picks it up. What will the plan be now? Is it pace off into the wicket, or is it pace on like it has been?
I was surprised it was straight. I thought he'd be with the field that's set. I thought he might be trying to hide it away from that leg side hitting arc. It was 2 straight. 9 from 3. Full toss. Curran says, leave it to me.
Yeah, this is brave batting. This is when a batter knows he's confident in his ability to hit the ball out of the ground. He feels like he's picked up the play of Anrich Nortje. He's got the pace. So if Nortje does miss, Sam Curran can bang him for 6 with the wind. But this is a big ball now in the context of this game. Nortje can get a wicket. He'll close out the game, or dot ball. But a huge moment right now by Sam Curran, deciding to keep the strike.
2 4s for a super over, 6 and a 4 for a win. Dot ball, single, South Africa win. It is a single, and that is excellent from Nortje. They've just got to get this last delivery right, get your foot behind the line, no extras.
Yeah, brilliant from Heinrich Nortje. Under pressure, what do you go to? And pace on again. Touch wider, missed his Yorker. Sam Kern, who's only faced 7 deliveries. Not many batters today have found it easy coming in to strike the ball.
Just bowl length, don't go Yorker because it may go over waist high. Get your foot behind the line, no extras is the message. Let's go back of the length, a swing and a miss from Jofra Archer. And South Africa continue their unbeaten run in this tournament. Quite brilliant there from Nortje. Outstanding delivery in the last few deliveries there. And a brilliant catch from the skipper. That Markram catch was the key moment. A wonderful fielding display, and they get over the line. They've won some close ones in this tournament.
Sky Sports Cricket. Feel it all.
Talk about fast delivery. The batter was left startled at the crease. Remitly Worldwide Money Transfers. Speed